Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Pennzance presents the Mega Man Legacy Collection. We're going to play through them all. All of them. Not in one sitting. That would be silly. But we are going to play through all of them. This is special to me. The whole series. It just is. So let's talk about it, and why it's special. So, okay, we are now into the original Mega Man. And I'm a little rusty. This one's a little weird compared to the rest of the series, only because it's the first installment, and there's always some first installment weirdness. Ow. That was dumb. I did it again. I am severely out of practice. Wow. So the Legacy Collection restores all of the original Mega Man, the original 6 Mega Man titles in their original glory, complete with hardware, bugs, and whatnot. So we'll witness slowdown and frame rate drop and objects blinking when they're not supposed to. So, you know, fairly true experience. But there's a couple of things they established in the first one that are still... So the thing about Mega Man is because this was 1987, and this was before, well, a lot of things, really. This was before a lot of what would become standards in game design. Not the least of which is... Oh, okay, cool. Not the least of which was things like clarity. But it's also got some artifacts of what was considered good game design at the time. Like, it's got a score system, which has no place here and has no bearing on the game at all, and, you know. I forgot, there's an auto-fire button in this version, and I'm going to abuse the hell out of that for Mega Man 1. And probably Mega Man 2. Fun fact, though. Auto-fire doesn't help you nearly as much as you might think, because if an enemy has been hit by one bullet, any consecutive bullets do not actually give you extra damage. Yay, Mercy Invincibility. Okay, let's see if we can kill Bomb Man with this much help. I apologize if this is really, really loud. But the Legacy Collection is super loud music for some reason. I walked right into that. But yeah, the Legacy Collection is super loud music for some reason. And there's no volume control, so in my head at least, it's incredibly loud. And if the same is true for you, then I apologize. There we go. Boom! Alright, so with one stage out of the way, let's talk a little bit about Mega Man. The original Mega Man set down a lot of very, very clear design aesthetics. For example, all of the major sprites for characters, for bad guys and stuff, are outlined in black, which is not actually that common for NES era sprites, because black uses up one of your available, colors in an 8-bit palette. But this lends to the kind of cartoon style that the game was kind of aiming for, because originally this was supposed to be an Astro Boy game. We're killing that noise right the hell now. Yes, Mega Man was originally supposed to be an Astro Boy title by Capcom, and when basically the deal fell through, Capcom decided they would make, you know, their own hero. And what's really funny about this is that the first one actually didn't sell that well. Not enough to warrant a sequel, at least initially. But we'll talk about the second one when we get to the second one, which is the one everybody freaking remembers. Because, well, let's face it, it's one of the best video games of all time. Surpassed, in my opinion, by the third one, but we'll get to that again when we get to the third one. The first one, this version doesn't seem to actually have it, but the first one had an interesting bug where if you walked off the edge of a platform instead of jumped, you would fall to the ground below much, much faster than the regular gravity in the game. That does not seem to be the case here, which I am very, very happy about, because holy crap, that was annoying. And it really, you know, forced you to want to jump to everything. Yeah, those guys. We're just gonna not bother with that today. The stages in the first Mega Man are also significantly shorter than stages in later Mega Man games. Specifically, Mega Man 5 and 6 have, in comparison, stages that are almost 2 to 3 times as long. And a lot of this has to actually do with the issues of memory and storage space. The original Mega Man had to fit in 1 megabyte. 1 whole megabyte. I mean, think about that. We've got, you know, there are AAA top quality games produced today that are in the, you know, hundreds of gigabytes in space. I mean, this is a 1 megabit game. The entire game. That's mind-blowing to me, because I've seen games that aren't half as good as this, or half as polished as this, that take up way more space. So, and that's actually an interesting thing to me, because being able to do less with more, or being able to do more with less, is always seems to make for a higher quality experience. And there's no one that can deny that, like, the Mega Man games are a high quality experience. They made 6 of them for the NES. I mean, come on. Somebody thought they knew what they were doing. And while a lot of people don't... I've heard the series get a lot of crap for, you know, oh, there's just 6 games and they're all the same. Specifically from people that I'm related to. You know, that, oh, they're all the same, why do you want to buy the new one? The thing about the Mega Man series isn't that it's all the same. Like, it's consistent. There's a consistency which creates an expectation. I mean, ow. Why did I try that? I knew that wouldn't work. But there's a consistency here. So, like, going from 1 through 6 isn't going to, in the end, isn't going to feel all that different from one game to the other. And that's because, actually, and this is something else we'll talk about this as we continue to play, these aren't really, to my mind, separate games. They're parts of a whole. This is episode 1. I mean, you know, this is part 1 of the original trilogy, which is really weird to say, but the more you think about it, the truer it gets. Especially the first 3 games actually act as kind of a cohesive whole when you put them all together. And they do so very, very well. And again, we'll talk about that more as we get into it. So, about Mega Man proper. Anybody who doesn't know, The story goes that basically we're in the far-flung future. Robots are a thing. And there's one scientist in particular who kind of wants to bring robots and humanity together. Basically a robots' rights activist. Crap, he does a lot of damage. And now he's dead. But he's spoken of in the series as a man of vision. And he's ostensibly our good guy. He is Dr. Light. Dr. Light, along with his partner and what a lot of people came to think of as his, basically his old college buddy. Ow! Stop it, Cutman. But basically, design crap. Walk right into that. Aha! Booyah! But designed and built 6 industrial robots to basically help out. There were robots before, but these were robot masters. These were robots that could order other robots around. And he also built 2 other robots, Rock and Roll, to basically be surrogate children and housekeepers for him. But they were programmed with advanced knowledge and stuff like that would turn them into human analogs, for lack of a better term. They could simulate emotion and have like ideals and desires and stuff. And the Black Man stage. Ugh. But anyway, so these super advanced robots go about their time, ordering robots around and making life better for everybody. And then one day, Dr. Wily, son of a, decides that he's not getting the recognition he deserves for his efforts. You gotta be kidding me. And reprograms the 6 industrial robots to basically, ruin Dr. Light's good name and take over the world. These things, everybody hates them. Everybody hates them! But, and back in 1987, that was about as much story as you needed for a video game, let's be fair. Certainly more than enough to, satisfy. I mean, come on. This came out the year after I was born. I was 2. Again, this isn't the first one I played, but this was still one of my early experiences. So, Rock, Dr. Light's, quote, son, unquote, decides to take it upon himself to get upgraded into a combat robot and take the fight back to Dr. Wily. And hopefully save his, brethren in the process. But as you've seen so far, that doesn't really work out that well. They get blowed up. Now there was a remake, Mega Man Powered Up, which kind of expanded on that a little bit, and if you beat them with the Mega Buster, you could save them. Which was cool, because if you saved them, you could also play as them in the remake, which was also really cool. Playing through a stage as Gutsman was always just hilarious. It looked really cool right up until I got hit. You guys suck. You guys super suck. Anyway. This is why we started with Bomb Man. Because I hate having to backtrack. Now we have the Magnum. Life is good. But because of the way it looked and because of the simplicity, I really latched onto the Mega Man games when I was a kid. I really liked the way they looked. It's also one of the reasons I got into Metroid, because Metroid I thought it was just a different kind of Mega Man game. Which is kind of sad, but still true. I later came to appreciate the Metroid series for different reasons, which is, you know, nice. But, yeah, I originally latched onto it because I thought it was just a different Mega Man game. And I like Mega Man games. So, I actually didn't play the first one until I was almost... God, I don't even remember how old I was. It had been... I'd played through 3, I'd played through 2, and by that time, Mega Man 1 was incredibly hard to find. And my mother and I went to an airport... Oh, son of a bitch. We were going down to an airport to pick up my brother, who had been off for the summer doing... I completely forget what. But while we were down in the city, we stopped at the Toys R Us, and we just happened to stumble upon basically the last copy of frickin' Mega Man 1, I think, that existed on store shelves. We're gonna die here. But we managed to find the last copy of Mega Man 1 that existed on store shelves, and I bought it on the spot. I begged, I pleaded, I did everything I could to ensure that that went home with me. And then it did. So, I was, up until recently, when some moving things happened and I needed to raise money for, you know, being a dad, I actually owned physical copies of each of the Mega Man games, 1 through 6, for the original NES. And I was very proud of that. Have scissors in the face. Have scissors in the face. Have scissors in the face. Shut up and die. Anyway, I was incredibly proud of that. I thought it made me just the coolest kid ever. And quite frankly, screw you. It did make me the coolest kid ever. I was about to say, please don't have Frozen on me. So I didn't actually play through this one until I'd already played the other two. And then it wasn't until a while later that I found out Mega Man 4 came out. Literally the stupidest way possible. Like, I'll talk about that when I get to Mega Man 4, but trust me, it was a dumb way to find out a game got released, trust me. But the Mega Man story as a whole has always been something that I kind of latched onto, even from childhood. Like, you know, the story is about basically this kid who, you know, robot kid, obviously, but, you know, somebody who has absolutely no reason to, stepping up and deciding that he was going to fix whatever the problem was. And that really resonated with me, you know? It's the hero who doesn't necessarily want to, but does anyway, you know? And then there's something distinctly noble about that everybody, I really got behind as a kid. Everybody hates these things, and yet, every freaking game. Anyway. So a lot of... You wouldn't know it by, like, you know, just playing through this first one, but there were a lot of things in this game that would endure for basically the entire series. These blocks, for one, and everybody hates them. Don't ever forget that everybody hates those stupid blocks. We're gonna cheat our way out of this one. We're also going to cheat our way past this crap, because this crap is crap, as evidenced by the name. Doo-doo-doo. Yay, glitchiness. Oh, crap. Alright. Aw, I missed it. Now I'm sad. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. So, Mega Man, the first one was one of the original non-linear NES games. You could pick the stages in any order to kind of... And that's the reason that auto-fire doesn't always kill everything in, like, 0.6 seconds. Because multi-hitting is not a thing you can do in this game. Unless you use a trick, which we'll get to later. Because it's pretty much the only way to get past the first castle boss without a ridiculous amount of grief. So the non-linearity of the original Mega Man really contributed to it feeling like something fresh and new, because at the time, like, you had, like, stuff like Castlevania, which, you know, you went through the stages in a set order, and, you know, Mario, you went through the stages, sometimes you warped past a few, you know, those were the other games at the time that everybody, like, were, like, really critically acclaimed. So being able to play the stages in any order necessitated a couple of swaps in the design philosophy of the game. Each stage is actually its own tutorial. Like, the way you progress through the game, like, okay, so, like, if you were to drop at a fireman stage the first time, those guys pop up and shoot before you can even get into their line of fire, which teaches you, okay, that's what they do. Which means that when you're coming down on this side, you kind of have a good idea of how to avoid them. You see the fireballs coming up on the right there, because you get to this point, and you see them maybe start to come down the first time, so you have a basic idea of how those go. The Mega Man series was always really good about showing you a threat before forcing you to deal with the threat. Like, and presenting a challenge that may not necessarily have been a thing you needed to do in order to get ahead, but provided some sort of reward. Ow! And always about the timing. Mega Man games have always been about timing. I didn't realize this until I was much older, and the internet became, like, a thing. But the Mega Man games are actually considered some of the, especially the early ones, are considered some of the most difficult of the NES era, which blows my mind, because, like I said, I grew up on these. I think these are how hard games are supposed to be. Like, I expect this level of difficulty, almost. Which is one of the things that I think kind of spoils me for... Yeah, we're just gonna bypass this nonsense right now. One of the things that kind of spoils me for, like, games today, like, okay, so, like, the Batman series, like, Arkham Origins and stuff like that, like, those are really cool, but you have an infinite number of text windows telling you how to play the damn game all the time. Like, you know, you're supposed to be Batman, and the game's telling you how to be Batman. Well, in this game, you're supposed to be Mega Man, and the way you do that is you figure out how to be Mega Man on your own. You don't get told how to do it, you go and do it, which feels a lot more rewarding to me. And I know I'm not the only one who has that opinion, because, well, go listen to an Ego Raptor video one time. But, oh, I don't know if we're gonna be able to nuke him, but we're gonna try. The fight with Fireman's always just a slugfest for me. Just try to kill him before he kills me. Haha, I got him! Wait for the fire to go away. And then grab him. Whew, that could have been bad. Anyway! But yeah, these are games that expect you to be able to figure things out for itself. And that's a cue from the original Mega Man that I'm really sad didn't get picked up by later generations like some of the other stuff did. Defeat a boss, get a weapon. That was brand new. It's called Mega Manning for a reason. And I apologize for this noise. Because, wow, that thing, if you think it sucks for you, that was in my ears. But anyway. That was dumb. That was just dumb. Wait until they leap high, then freeze them, dumbass. Like that, yes. Why can that kill me in 3 shots? Oh, that does work. I never knew. Aha! Aha! Tricky little stuff like that. But if you've mastered it, and you felt confident, you can get that. Or if you use the Magna Beam, because, you know, cheat to win. Why not? Oh, crap! We are so very, very hurt. Ah. But we need that health, like, super bad, so we're gonna grab it. We need the Elect Beam, but we actually only need, like, 1 or 2 shots of the Elect Beam for the boss here, so... And anybody who's played this knows what I'm talking about. Yay, halfway point. We have a life even, so good. Oh. Generous game. And then, you know, hit me in the face with one of those things, but sure, whatever. Oh, I did that in the wrong order. Aha! Here's mine. Alright, now comes the fun part. This is the reason you need the Magna Beam, for just this 1 second right here. And then you up like that. Oh, I hope I have enough energy to get up there. Crap. Screwed that up. Oh. Holy crap, did we do it? Did we get there? I think we got there, guys. Now we just gotta survive the first wave, and then we can kill him. I think. Welcome to the Yellow Devil, also known as the Rock Monster, also known as the oh my god, I hate this boss. Everybody does. Because of that. Holy crap, making it look good. Okay, that was not intentional. What did I just do? Crap. Oh. Crap, 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 crap. That's my select button. Damn. Now I feel like an idiot. I hit the wrong button. Oh, but at least I start back here. Good. Okay, so anybody who's familiar with Mega Man 1 is familiar with the select pause trick, where if the projectile's still on the screen and you hit the select button, you can deal all of the damage that you need to by just basically hitting the button over and over again. And without using that, Yellow Devil is kind of a bastard. Ah, crap. And then we screwed that up too. Why isn't it working? There it goes. There we go. Whew! Even when we cheat, we screw it up. Good job. Alright, so we might be able to get through the whole thing before we take our first break. That'd be nice. Now, there's a lot of people out there who are firmly of the opinion that Wily Castle number 2, Stage 1, is some of the best music in the series. Why did I run straight off the edge? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Anyway. Huh. Alright. I see how this is gonna go. Whatever. Why did I not jump all the way? Wow. Way to put myself right back at 0 lives. He's so good, you guys. He's just so good at this game. Made the Yellow Devil look easy, and then can't get past the 3rd platform. Okay. Alright, we're good. We're good. I think we got this now. Our blooper for the day is done. Okay. Now, I've always thought that this weapon should work on Cutman. Oh, by the way, have to fight the Robot Masters again. What's up? Doesn't seem to work on him any better than the Mega Buster does. In the face. Yeah, and there's no indicator that, like, you can get out going that way. So, you know, good luck if you don't know what you're doing. There is... This game literally does not... Why did I do that again? Oh my god! I have to do it again! I need to stop walking that way. I need to stop getting those small energy ups, because all it does is kill me. Too many of you guys, 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 too many. No. Come here, Cutman. Fix you good. I don't know why I'm getting close to him. He's the one that does collision damage, not me. Alright. I'm just gonna ignore it. Alright. Now we get into this. So what was I saying before I started, like, dying in some of the worst ways imaginable? Wow, that was really simple. I'm okay with that. I will always be okay with that being really simple. Crap. Whew. Super tight jump arcs, good control. Almost like we were, you know, so good at knowing what we were doing. We're gonna need this, because the upcoming boss fight is crap and everybody knows it. I don't want score balls, I want health. I want health! These people suck. No! Why do you guys gotta suck so bad? Oh! Like I knew what I was doing. Alright, 2 lives, we're good. We should be able to take this in at least 2 tries. This fight, the first time I fought it, freaked the hell out of me. One, because I lost track of which one was me. Well, not the least of which is, if you switch weapons, so does he. Yeah, he's not easy to beat. He jumps backwards when you fire, and is not really vulnerable to much of anything. Although I know I'm weak to the elect beam, so maybe he is too. I don't know. Like, the elect beam wrecks Mega Man so hard. Let's see if this works. Does it? Ow. Does it? Nope. Doesn't hurt him anymore. It hurts me. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with the Buster. His hurts me way more than mine hurts him, though. can't just, like, spam fire at him, because he'll just spam fire back, and you'll die faster. Do not try the hyper bomb. It's a bad idea. It's just a bad idea. Because it's never gonna hit him. It's never gonna hit him. Okay. Oh, and if you try the, like, the super arm to buy yourself some time, he's still just gonna shoot you in the face. Yeah, his gun is way more powerful than mine is. This is also one of the first bosses, or one of the first games to have bosses tied to the player's button presses. Why does he jump like that? Ah! I have to play the whole damn thing again, don't I? Son of a bitch. This is considered one of the hardest games in the series simply because there's no energy tanks. And passwords. So, like, if I were to stop playing way back in the day, I would be screwed. Because no passwords. On this version I can save, and I think I can just return to wherever. Which, maybe I'll just save Scum Doppelganger down. Aha! Victory's mine. Let's cut Electman down to size here. It's a terrible joke, but I made it anyway! Okay. So I know what I'm saying so far. What I've been saying doesn't actually make all that much sense, because I've just been kind of battling while I played. But most of the interesting things to say about the Mega Man series is stuff from the second and third games. And the fourth, fifth, and sixth. And basically, Mega Man 1 is kind of the most boring of them all. It's the most unremarkable because it was the first. But, you know, it credit where it's due. It's a good game. And it's one of the reasons that a second one got made was because the team that put together the first one, seriously, I went right over him. One of the team that put together the first one put in a lot of their own time and effort on the second one. It was a labor of love, Mega Man 2, which is one of the reasons it came out so good. So he's gonna jump. What direction is he jumping now? I need him not to jump toward me. I need him to not be jumping toward me. I can deal with him when he's not jumping toward me. I think I need to jump over him to start with and then just freaking go. Okay. This is seriously like the hardest fight in the whole game for me, and I don't know why it taxes me so hard, but it does. Really? Jumping toward me? Had a good rhythm going there. And then he got close enough to kill me. Wow. I'm not dodging particularly well, am I? Maybe that's what the auto fire is for. I can fire a spread of shots with one button press and then focus on dodging. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll try it this time. Ha! In the face. 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 Eat it, clone. Eat it, clone. You suck. You suck and everybody hates you. Alright, goody. That's done. Now we get to do the fun ones. And by fun, I mean... Alright, so... Clone Boy is down. I'll happily note that this is actually the first stage I had to continue on. I just had to continue a lot because it sucked. Boy, ow! That's another thing that the later games don't do. They don't do that crap to you, where they put you in a room and then suddenly there's a whole bunch of bad guys in your face. They don't do that. The second and third games were much better about, you know, starting you off a little slow. Oh boy. This is just one of those stages where I kind of power through and I have to. This part's fun though. Missed it. No going back. Yay! Yay, exploding ones now. Penguin missile, no! Ow. I don't want score balls, I want hit points. People suck. Alright. Welcome to the only other fight where the super arm is useful. Even then, not really. Okay, start with the Buster, kill the slow ones with the Buster. Then swap to the super arm. I used up all the blocks, didn't I? Ah, crap. So my brother and I had a theory growing up that this was actually like a prototype to Bubble Man, a bad guy from Mega Man 2. Which is funny, but not exactly true. Although an enemy that bears a striking resemblance to this one actually does show up in Bubble Man stage. Now. And we'll talk about that when we get there. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Maybe something else will hurt it? Holy crap, that worked! Oh, crap, I should have thought of that sooner. Hooray, I cleared this thing. I killed it. I killed it to the deads. And now the final stage. At least I think this is the final stage. Yeah, we're in the final stage. Yep, this is the final stage because, frack, that's annoying. Ugh. That was not what I wanted to do at all. You can get away with using the rolling cutter here, though, because you already killed Black Man, so you're not going to need the rolling cutter. Well, you do need certain weapons for Wily himself. Oh, is this another one of those? Yeah, this is another one of those. Fortunately, it doesn't make the noise here. We're going to ride this for as long as we feel confident in ourselves, and then we're going to Magnet Beam ourselves to victory. Screw it. Look, it's a super special thing that just restores all your energy. Meh. So, let's talk about the rock, paper, scissors aspect. Bomb Man, beaten by Fireman's weapon. Why? Light is used and the bomb explodes early. Makes sense. Fireman, beaten by Iceman. Why? That's a good question, actually. Later in the series, fire is usually used to, you know, off the ice robot masters. Elect Beam beats Iceman for what I hope are obvious reasons. I jumped right into it. Wait, if you... Oh, crap. Okay. Well, this is just going to eat up more of my weapon energy. Great. Woo! A little bit of mercy invincibility there. Can't pause after you kill one of the robot masters. Don't know why. Why does the Ice Slasher hurt so bad? Doesn't hurt anybody else that bad, not even Fireman. Really? Really, game? Aw, man, I'm screwed now, I think. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to do this one the old-fashioned way. Theoretically, one of the ways of beating Fireman easier is actually to stick close to him, but I don't like being on fire that much. Whew. I'm still gonna die. Unless... I don't know if it'll work or not. Boom. Aha, it worked. Sort of. We have no lives left. We have 4 hit points. We are screwed. Well, let's at least get a look at the boss. This is the first in a long line of Wily machines. I don't even know why I bothered. But we can continue, we can try this out again. Hopefully we can come back at this a little better off. Frickin' what? Yeah, the instant death spikes in this game don't care if you've been hit recently or not, unlike later titles. So, yeah, don't ever follow the spikes in Mega Man 1. Not a good plan. Bang, bang, bang. Alright, this puts us back at full energy, though. Rock. And I still missed. I don't know why I want the points, but give me the points. Alright. Magnet beam. You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna walk. Ha ha ha. We need that. Okay. Sometimes your best option is actually run toward the enemy. Ow, 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 ow. Not always, but sometimes. I am shooting in the wrong direction. I'm not really trying on this one because, yeah, I had a feeling I was going to die with the amount of health I was at anyway. So if I can bust through them all now, then I'll have an extra life ready for me when I'm up against Wily himself. And then I walk right into Bomb Man, because I'm a smart person. Honest. Come back here. Explode for me. Alright. He's not so trigger happy, but I'm still dead. Good tip. Ugh. Oh yeah, that's right, I fell on the spikes. I'm the smart guy. Honest. Frickin' frick! Did it again. Oh my god. No. No, we know. We're not doing that. No. 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 Ugh. Yeah. For all that, I missed again. Alright. Get that ridiculous score nonsense going for myself. Come on. I could just magnet beam myself over there, but I actually kind of want to get the stuff this time. Because, you know, it's proving to be kind of necessary. Why did I drop when I knew that wasn't gonna work? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm just gonna, you know what? We're try again. Try again. I'm not flawless. I have my flaws. You should know this by now. All of you. Alright, there we go. Now we're looking better. Climbing the thing, climbing the thing. Kill it, kill it, kill it again. Okay. Now let's see if we can actually hit the stupid turret with the rock this time, shall we? What? 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 There we go. That's really all I wanted. I want extra lives, and I wish I could get energy tanks. Really, that's my whole shtick here, is I want to not die. I want to beat the game. Why won't you let me beat the game? Alright, screw it. We're just gonna go balls out here. We're gonna nuke them all with their weaknesses right on the face. 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 Alrighty. Come here. Face. Ugh. Face. 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 I jumped into it again. Are you kidding me? Nope, nope. Damn it! That's not what I meant to do! I was trying to cheat! Again! Again! Fine! Explode for me. Whatever. I'm gonna go refill the firestorm now. We're not even gonna bother trying this first time. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. But now we've got an actual shot at this, so let's go do it. Let's go kick Wily's butt, shall we? Oh, cool. That respawns. Fill that up. We need that too. Let's do this. Come here, you angry old German. I'm not sure if he was ever actually supposed to, like, be German. He looks like Einstein, but I'm not sure if that was the intention. I'm not sure if that was just like a fan thing. Kind of turned him into an angry German man. Why did I do that again? There. Ah, damage, 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 damage. Ah. Beat him. Ow. And that's Mega Man 1 down. Almost like I knew what I was doing. Almost. And this is what started it all. Yes, nobody cares about the points. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the points. Nobody cares. And this piece of music might sound familiar to anybody who's only played Mega Man 2. I like this ending. I really do. Even though he looks like Astro Boy. Which is silly. That's the first time you see Roll. There's literally no story presented to you in the game itself. So. Now, the Legacy Collection comes with the database, so you can actually look at interesting facts and character art and stuff like that. So this actually gives you the story, and also gives you like names for all the bad guys and stuff like that. Even I haven't like read through all of this. So this is kind of cool. That thing. Everybody hates that thing. Man, Iceman, Bombman, Fireman, and Electman. And Gutsman. And you'll notice that this starts the whole thing about the man after every name. Oh wow, that's from a much later version. You can see the difference in character design. Like this is from the original. This is from the Anniversary Collection, I believe. Yeah. We can tell why he's evil, right? And, you know, Santa Claus, Einstein. The original, the updated version. The original, the updated version. The original, the updated version. Really not much difference. The packaging of the Japanese version, not the American version. I'm not sure if that's in here. There's Roll. Super Arm. That didn't really change much either. Also, I don't know, he's jumping in that one. Wily Machine 1. Version 1 and 2. Oh, wow. That's kind of cool. Look at him go. That's the older, or the newer version of Dr. Wily. Back, fire, guts, ice, mega, roll, Sniper Joe. Some concept art. That's always fun. I always like the look of Bombman stage. Like, it has a real future look to it. Sketch. Wow. He looks like he came straight out of a play school set, doesn't he? And I could swear I've seen him in other things. Black Man Concepts. Hey, one of those looks kind of like the version that was used in Captain End of the Game Masters. Much better concept. Fireman. Oh, wow. Yeah, Gutsman didn't change much. Iceman. Pickle Man. The Robot Factory. That's where you fight with Dr. Wily, because Skull Castle doesn't happen until number 2. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. So, some of these would come back later. Wow, that's angry looking. Just all guns. The UFO, which makes the most annoying sound in all video games. The original ads for it, and yes, that is the awful American version of the box art. It's... In fairness, the guy who did the box art for Mega Man over here in the US was given a brief description of the game and about 15 minutes. So, yeah. Next time on Pennzance Plays, we'll be tackling Mega Man 2. Talked about by most people as the best game in the series, if not one of the best NES games of all time. And we'll be offering our opinion on that. And talking about it a little bit. So, until next time, please keep an eye on Pennzance Plays.